Good to know Casual Geographic is still around. Oh yeah, no, he is super popular. Like, his videos get like millions of views. His shit is very popular. Lots of yummy slop. Feed us, Lifu. and you guys say I never feed you.
Yum. Good night, Dark.
Good night, Dark.
Enjoy your dinner.
Used to watch the Vanos crew when I was like 12 or 14, but the humor got boring for me. Probably gonna be our first time, so let's see. Maybe we'll have the same feeling, like it doesn't click. But first. Hololive VTuber got cancelled over pathetic controversy. I want to know what's happening. Is it NTE stuff again? Which, by the way, I'm going to be playing on Sunday for the first time, finally.
This is probably the most pathetic controversy to happen to a Hololive VTuber since the entire Coco Taiwan incident. Hololive VTuber Kronii has just suffered the most ridiculous canceling of the year. She was
VTuber Kronii fired for making a joke 4 years ago. Or Kronii has just suffered the most ridiculous canceling of the year. She was fired as a voice actress for a video game over a joke from 4 years ago. Kronii was going to be the English voice for a character in Eternal Return. Okay, so it's not NTE. However, the Korean community dug up an old clip where she was hunting a wild boar in the game and said it was a boring, as a pun for boring. Players got offended, swore she was insulting the game. Oh my. Really? This is what we're canceling people for? Because she made a pun? Because she cracked a dad joke? Like, listen, I hate dad jokes too. But hear me out. Really? That's where we... Okay. I'm gonna play the video.
A voice actress from a video game over a joke from 4 years ago. It's actually even worse than that. This was a joke made 5 years ago. YouTube channel Osekai providing...
not even 4 years ago. It was made 5 years ago. Because she said boring. Okay.
A great clip of Kronii addressing what happened. And yeah, this is all over a joke that she made.
Bro, if people are getting canceled for cracking jokes like this, what, 3 more years from now, we're gonna be absolutely completely canceled then.
Yo, don't worry, guys. We about to get canceled in 2029, baby. Yo, put your calendars up today. 2029.
And hi, DK. How you doing?
Hey, DK. How you doing?
Made 5 years ago a pun specifically by calling a boar, like the animal, a mob in the game, a boar, saying it's like a boring boar, and that she's gonna kill the boar because it's a boar.
I'm so good at this.
You are. You're doing great.
Somehow, you're doing amazing.
Thank you.
I'm gonna kill this boar.
Oh my god, I remember this game. I remember this game, the one that she playing. We played it. And I'm gonna be real, boring is accurate. I remember this one.
It's a BR MOBA. Interesting concept. Just not it.
It ain't it.
Characters are unique though.
It's like after like an hour, we kind of went like, yeah, this is kind of boring.
Yeah.
Hi, Tyron. Thank you so much for the support. How are you doing?
How you doing, man? Hey, Snivels.
People get canceled for less. Oh yeah. There were schizos trying to cancel me for daring to criticize Shadows and asking me to prove how Asian our channel really is before I'm allowed to continue criticizing it. So yeah. And hi, Snivels. How are you doing?
Hey, Snivels.
Hi.
He's such a bore.
I'm gonna go.
Boring. Ha 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 ha.
So yeah, that was literally 5 years ago, and now this is resurfaced. Kronii was going to be the English VA for a character in Eternal Return. However, the Korean community dug up an old clip where she was hunting a wild boar. You know all that part now. Players got offended, swore she was insulting the game, calling the game a bore, and cried so much that the devs actually took the role away from.
Wait, you see, now I said that the game actually was boring. Now we actually are cooked. But the game was like, can we stop pretending?
It definitely has a fan base though. It's probably more popular in Korea. Well, of course, it's gonna be more popular in Korea.
And that is fine. And that is fine. If it's popular in Korea, that is fine. For me, it did nothing to my neurons. It did not activate any unga boonga I gotta play moment in me. Okay?
Yeah.
And if people here will tell me like, oh, but it looks like a fun game. Did you play it? Did you? Did you play it? No? Shut the fuck up. It's boring. It really is boring. It's a boring ass game.
And I think people are not understanding. It could be a language barrier,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, there has to be I don't know, dad jokes around the world, regardless of language. It's like a universal law, you know?
It didn't tickle your brain. It did not tickle my brain. Absolutely. Apparently, there are people with over 1,000 hours criticizing the reason for dropping Kronii. 1,000 hours is not a lot in the game, actually.
No, in that game it is.
From her. The best part, Kronii responded like an absolute based queen. She started making even more bad jokes on her social media and told the offended folks to visit a hospital, later clarifying that language barriers caused this level of stupidity. Here's where Kronii addressed this on her Twitter account, saying, "Breaking news, a tire is tiring and a bore is boring." If you found this pun to be controversial, then hospital. And like I mentioned,
no, that was an absolutely based response. Good shit.
That guy providing a clip of her addressing this on stream. Let's take a look.
I know. I was a bit down today, because well, some people were commenting on what I said on stream from like 5 years ago, and it was like when I saw a boar and I made a pun that I was going to kill this boar because it's such a bore, hence why the tweet happened. And even though most people understood that it was a pun, there were some people who didn't understand it because they're not too fluent in English, and so they thought I was talking about the game itself being boring and being disrespectful, and I would have never said anything like that in a sponsored stream, no less.
Can you just imagine all these people talking about this and spreading this news, claiming that she called the game boring, and it's like, dude, that's not even what happened, and they're all getting mad at literally nothing.
And then
yeah, this is really stupid. Like, there's no other way of describing it. So, okay. Does Korea have dad jokes?
Of course. Probably. Does when you speak Russian, is there Russian dad jokes?
Not really. That's what I'm trying to understand. If I'm not wrong, I believe Kronii is also South Korean. I have no idea, to be honest. Like, I don't look that much into HoloLive of VTubers. Let's see, this Kronii Korean. She's Korean Canadian. Okay. She's, well, more like she's Canadian Korean.
I don't know. And then they also commented on how unenthusiastic I sounded, and you know, how self-conscious I get about my voice just coming across as like bored. And That was
Nah, that's kind of how she always talks.
like back in 2021. And that was only like 3 months. Was it 3 months? 3 months after.
I'm more surprised Hololive let her go live and talk about it. I'm more surprised about that.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised on that too. Did Hololive return back to base?
I don't know.
Are they based now?
I don't know. I don't think so.
After my debut, so I was a lot more reserved, and I was really nervous about, not sucking too terribly.
Man, Hololive really is sticking to the same style of VTubers, huh? Not that there's anything wrong. I just noticed that from the moment I first started watching like VTubers to now, Hololive still has like that specific style.
Yeah, it's their staple, so I don't think they're gonna switch away from it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
For the game, and yeah, that's why I don't know, it's really sad when some people twist your words, especially when it's so easy to fact check it by watching the source stream, and you can tell that it was a pun, and there's a timestamp for it as well. So it's really hurtful, especially when there are few people that believe what those other people say instead of going and checking the source material themselves. And yeah, I mean, I really didn't think puns could be so dangerous to the point where people could question the nature of your personality. So yeah, and if I do say something rude, I believe I should apologize for it. But when
Yeah, Kronii looks practically the same as years ago. I actually like that. Like a lot of English speaking VTubers, including myself, when we redebut models, we always like change it so drastically that it kind of like the whole style kind of changes, right? With them, it's like they redebut new stuff, but it's extremely still recognizable as them. Like it's still the same model, it's just like slightly different things. I actually like it a lot how uniform it is there. Might be a weird statement, I don't know.
Yeah, that was a weird statement. I feel like yours is pretty recognizable throughout
I don't know.
the upgrades. No, I'm telling you, there's no I don't know. Like I'm telling you that yours more yours recognizable as you do upgrades. It's just upgrades, drastic upgrade. So I don't know what you're talking about. You being Lulu.
Okay. I like Kronii dry humor. I mean, I have nothing against her. She just seems like she's just chilling, doing her own thing.
I genuinely didn't do anything, and there are people expecting me to apologize or expect me to have some sort of repercussions over a non-existent problem. It makes me kind of sad to see, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, realistically, if anyone should be apologizing here, it's the people that are lying about her and canceling her from a game that she didn't even do anything wrong. Like, they didn't get the joke. They should apologize for that, if anything, like I said. And
what happened with like people being so excited when anything of Hololive would be representing something? It went from people being so ecstatic about Hololive to this now. Like, what is going on? Like, as someone who doesn't follow agency VTubers and agency VTuber news that much, did something shift in the air? Did it all shift after Garagura left?
And that's crazy too. Like, she didn't sound enthusiastic. Yeah, that's how she talks. What, is she supposed to put on a fake, like, overly enthusiastic voice, be all fake and obnoxious about it? Do you really want that? Personally, I don't. I don't like that fake stuff. I think she's fine the way she is. And unfortunately, very relatable when she talks about people just making stuff up and not fact checking anything. I've literally had people, usually on Reddit, where they'd get really mad at stuff that I never even said. They're like, Hero, hey, said this thing, he's so problematic. And it's like, dude, that's not even what I said. If you disagree with what I say, by all means, go ahead and criticize what I actually said. But these people don't do that. They just make stuff up. We have an update on how the game's doing after terminating Kronii, with recent
Damn.
reviews falling all the way down to mostly negative.
Ooh.
This reminds me of what's happening with Slay the Spire. Holy.
Yo, Slay the Spire situation kinda nutty.
Oh man, yeah. I'll just pull it up and show you guys what's been happening. Like, holy. Like, apparently, they're like, Slay the Spire is like recent reviews mostly negative now too. Like, there's like a massive controversy going on that they did not disclose that where they used Anita Sarkeesian as a consultant. Damn. That
Like the
Hmm?
like the game is still good. It's just transparency, you know.
oh yeah, no, it's a the comments I've seen, that's exactly what people are demanding, transparency when it comes to publishing games.
Right.
Yeah. I know they have a naked model that they use as a base. Most of the things seem to be a generational update, like toggle or fluidity. That's exactly the point I'm trying to get our models to as well. So the upcoming models that we're debuting for a 2-year, they're gonna be naked under it, so that way it's like a model where I can like change outfits or continue progressing it without having to start from zero all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, they did. She is in the credits. But why are people so mad then? If it was in the credits this whole time.
Okay, so if she's credited for a small minor role already in the credits, then she's credited. It's just that no one reads the credits. So I think that's it. Them issues.
So, yeah. Now I'm like thinking, if she's credited inside of the game itself, then there is no issue of transparency. Like, I understand disliking her. Like, trust me, I get it. I 100% get it. But, I don't know. I pretty much remember, like, Slay the Spire 2 was one of the people who were, like, not kicked out, but one of the games that almost didn't get published because Humble Bundle shut down their indie division. And hi, Night Owl, how are you doing?
Hey, Night Owl, how you doing? Someone says she was a consultant, which is the issue in my opinion. But the game ended up being very well. So, is it people are striking because they use her as a consultant?
Yes.
Then
Here's my assumption. People are mad that Anita Sarkeesian consulted on the game, and people are mad because it gives these consultants more relevancy and money in the pocket, which encourages them to continue doing what they're already doing. It gives them finances and the encouragement to continue their tirade in the video game industry. That's my assumption, why people exactly are mad. Hi, Drake. How are you doing?
Hey Drake, how you doing? Like I said earlier, the reviews are insane. The game is great, but everything she touches garbage, so negative review.
Yeah, it's a little extreme. It's a little extreme.
Yeah, I understand the deep hatred for Anita, right?
Mhm.
I understand, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, the game was good. But
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for the developers, not gonna lie. Call me a traitor for saying that. I actually feel bad for the developers. Yeah.
no, let's move on.
No. How about this? You catch up on the chat and I'll be right back.
Okay. She made point. Bless you. She made point of saying she dislikes gamers, so all gamers being upset with a company that hires someone who dislikes gamers is like the issue. I'm not the target audience for Slay the Spire, so I'm a spectator here. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm a spectator here as well. But when we look at the games, like the whole point of like the game is to be fun. Yes, the consultant is garbage, and the reason why they probably did that was because I don't know. They thought like it was a good idea at the time. Fuck, man, she didn't mute her mic. I don't know, man. I feel like the hate for the developers themselves is overblown, but she has been credited. She's been in the credits for a while, and Anita does deserve the hate, but like there's a certain extent when like the hate gets low too much when it's like death threats and such. We don't condone those kind of things either. Just being aware of where she worked on is more than enough. Um, yeah, like Slay. I don't know. It doesn't really change the fact that they actually made a pretty decent game. So I'm not even gonna be fault them just for because of one person. Doesn't matter. Lifu was right with her take. Yeah, I feel bad. Her hate is deserved. I just find the review so crazy. No one wants to support that or her. I get it. People were just worried if they let this pass, it opens up to more unhinged people. Shadow Stars, I don't know who she is, but I don't use it. Pay attention to those I ain't interested in. Shadow Stars. So you know the whole Gamergate. That's her. That's the one that started it all. Patient Zero. She was the patient zero for Gamergate. You don't know? Okay. Oh, let me pull it up. I don't remember the description of Gamergate. Was a loosely organized misogynistic harassment campaign motivated. Oh, what the hell? No, that's the other way. That's the other one. She was the one that addressed it. Sexism in gaming atmosphere. She's the reason game uglification is the way it is. Shadowstar. I'm looking at what people are saying. I'm just reading out loud so everyone can correct each other if someone's a bit too heavy-handed. No, it's a misandrist. Yeah, not misandrist movement to hate on male gamers. There you go. That one.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank What did I miss?
Explain Gamergate to Shadowstar.
Okay. But yeah,
'Cause
sorry. Yeah.
She was the one. She was the one that started it.
Like, I get not liking her. I heavily dislike her. People went from enjoying the game to potentially ruining an indie studio that they liked. I think it's a little extreme. Just, a little too off a deep end.
People need to do like if they're gonna do a negative review, right? They gotta be like putting a point blank. I don't support Anita Sarkeesian, but I support the developers, so I will put a negative review. That's it. And be transparent about why you're doing negative review. I feel like that speaks more volume than just blowing up and just saying now this game's trash because it has Anita. No, it's not trash. It's good, but it's only trash because it has Anita.
Yeah.
But you have to be more transparent why you're hating it. You can't be like, be disingenuous about it.
Yeah, it just people are going a little bit off the deep end.
Hmm. I didn't even care enough about others to make an attempt at knowing her. She will be forgotten, as you should.
Mm-hmm.
But you shouldn't really forget that person, though. She really does bring bad air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Too Late Shadow Games Media propped her up enough. Anita's talked about game sexism BS at the UN. Yep, she did. She went on the UN stage.
Yeah.
And Trevora says, like enjoying a meal at a restaurant, then the chef comes out to hear what you think, and they appear to be suffering from leprosy, and it will likely change how you feel about the meal. Yep.
And hi Lone, hi Rico. How are you guys doing? And hi
How y'all
Yui,
doing?
hi Napa. Hi Devastator.
Yo. Hey, Cenarian. Also, my bad, I didn't say hi to you, Cenarian.
And hi Sonarian. How is everyone doing?
Yeah. Hey, DK, what's up?
I will say at least the game is in DEI slop, which is surprising. That's why I'm like, people are going way too far.
So I says I agree with you, Zen, on that review. Yeah, exactly. You have to be more okay. As gamers, you have to actually be objective here, because if you want to change things, especially when it comes down to this situation, you have to be very professional about it. So, hey, this game is amazing. ... I like the game a lot, but I do not support the consultant that they hired. So here's a negative review. I'm sorry, just not my. Don't want to support her. That's it. Now, you be very transparent, professional, and very straight to.
Mm,
She actually went to the UN. Yeah. Who's Zoe Quinn? I have no idea. I think I'm about to look that up. Who is Zoe Quinn?
so I'm looking at the reviews right now. Says it sucks. Anita Sarkeesian spotted. Remove woke people from the gaming industry. Get Anita Sarkeesian out of gaming. The game is really good, but the devs made a decision not even Peter Griffin would make. They hired Anita to advise them. Anita Sarkeesian wants nothing more than to kill gaming. This is like hiring Sith Lord to help you with Jedi Temple. Developer doing shady stuff. It's an early access, so it's expected that has bug, blah blah, control problem. Okay, this is a performance review. Anita Sarkeesian out of 10. Disappointed to find out you would ever consider bringing on someone like Anita. Knowing that I cannot support this game whatsoever. Fun game, but poor management decision. Disappointed to see who they worked with and credited for this game. Keep activists that openly hate gamers out of video games. Not sure how they track record ever seemed like a good idea to attach to your product. So weird. Started good, a bit disappointed changes. Yeah, really gave that Anita money. Wish I hadn't bought. Developer shadow behavior is unacceptable, and at the moment, game early access stage is extremely mid. Well, that's a red flag. Anita Sarkeesian has no business being even slightly involved with any game development. PSA: the developer uses funds to employ political extremists. Stay clear. The only reason to not get this game is obviously Anita Sarkeesian, one of the most damaging people to game industry and to society as a whole. So yeah, there you go. Looked up Zoe. Looks like another Anita. I have a couple of videos on Zoe, like older videos. Last time when we were talking about Zoe, a lot of her fan base went after me.
Time. It's time to run it back.
Alright, and let's finish the video.
Yep.
Negative. You can see this user, for example, with almost 1,500 hours played, writing this. fired a solid VA over nonsense raised by a community of players that wouldn't even use the language pack that she voiced for. This game is good, but the devs are beyond clueless and will bend over backwards and pander to their Korean audience and leave the rest of the world's servers to rot. This was an actual potential growth moment for the game, and the studio managed to bungle an easy free win and grow their global player base, so we aren't limited to either finding matches with a certain time window or beating the snot out of new players and norms. Considering the game's future was already looking questionable due to financials, I don't know how long this has left, and I don't know if it's worth my time after this, let alone my money. That review accumulating hundreds of awards there, and over 1,200 people finding it helpful, 8 finding it funny. This user with 117 hours writing, this game is on life support anywhere outside of Asia/KR. I moved residency from SCA to NA and was baffled by the player base difference. Nobody plays casual, nobody plays ranked, queues take almost an hour per lobby, even on the weekends. And now they shoot down an opportunity for the game to flourish in the West despite claiming that S11 will be the season where they focus on developing towards other regions, quote unquote, because they decided to recast B. Young's English VA for saying a boar is boring? I love this game, but it's already unplayable here, and now it's going to get worse.
Yep.
I'd run the KR server to Mithril at 250.
This is such a dumb decision. Over a nothing burger. In this occasion is the sole reason I look at games now and wonder, does this game have a hidden agenda instead of, does this game look good? That is, I don't know.
That's a saddened way to look at things, but that's just how it is nowadays.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank you so much for the support print.
Thank you for the support, Prince. Let's finish this video and then I'll respond to it.
Okay.
50 MS again, but I'd rather not give this company an active player right now. There's also a bunch of reviews just spreading the pun now, calling the game boring. This game is boring. Guys, this game is really boring. I'm warning you. There are so many negative reviews coming in for this game. I'm obviously not going to read them all. We're just getting a bit of a sample, but we'll end with these two. One having 2,057 hours and the other having 420 hours. We'll start with the one on the top. It says, Kronii VA fired for a funny pun? Hell nah. What the frick is that? Even the boars are shocked. Not gonna lie, at this point, it's UNN. That boring the boars can't compare. LMAO. Not changing this unless decision gets rethinked. And guys, it's time to get a job when... this comment's funny, bro. Excuse me. And guys, it's time to get a job when you're crying over people for a 5-year-old pun. How the frick are you defending that?
No, he's absolutely right. Like, people who are crying over a 5-year-old joke that is not even actually calling the game boring, like that she literally did not even call the game boring. It was just a dad joke.
And the other one saying, genuinely this was a fun time and it had potential, but genuinely it cannot thrive if Nimble Neuron prioritizes the whims of keyboard warriors whenever they please. The game was gonna experience some more growth, but they decided to listen to them and fire a voice actor for a new character over a silly and inconsequential pun from over 3 years ago. You can't help but wonder how dire the situation is for them currently and how things will go in the future, but it certainly doesn't look good considering their current course. This is without adding how the queue times can be abysmal in Western region and only being able to find games at certain times, especially when I tried playing ranked. So as they say, thanks for the memories. So they were trying to get the global servers to be more active, get more global players. They bring on Kronii as a VA. And then this complete non-issue gets blown out of proportion. They don't fact check anything. They just terminate her. And now
I'm more wondering, why did the developers make the decision? Like, in Asia, there's a huge status of whale gamers, right? So they do get a big say in how the game will progress. As an example, Lost Ark, where they even made a public apology video directed specifically to the whales and apologizing to the whales. I wonder if the developers of this game got so afraid that their Korean player base whales will get so offended, and that's why they pulled it. That because they're so afraid of losing those whales.
See, I understand that, right? But at the same time, I'm assuming there's a lot of like Korean on the opposite side. Like, why'd you fire her, bro? Like you're stupid.
No. I agree. I'm saying that this is like the only reason I can think of why the developers would do something so stupid. And hi, Wyatt. How are you doing?
Hey, why? What's up?
Here we are. Like, it's just such an absurd situation. And it's sad, too, because there are players that were enjoying this. Some of these people have 2,000 plus hours, 1,000 plus hours, hundreds of hours in this game. And they even say they were enjoying it, but there are issues. And they were hoping that an increase in the global player base would resolve a number of those issues, of course. And then what do? The team decides to fire Kronii, terminate Kronii over this complete non-issue, and now the global servers are going to be even worse off. Like I said, an absurd situation, but I'm glad Kronii's taken it so well. She's got a lot of support, and I'll leave it there. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. Have a wonderful weekend up ahead.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, how to tank your company even more and make the small player base you had globally walk away even more.
Yeah.
It's really brain dead, and it does look like they did not look into it whatsoever. They saw a little bit of backlash from a handful of people and went full panic mode.
Yeah.
This is probably the most pathetic game drama I have ever seen. And it's really disappointing. All right, you wanted to read the respond to the comment.
The Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to rehash what Prince said, Anita Sarkeesian is the sole reason I look at games now, and wonder does this game have a hidden agenda instead of does this game look good? Yes. So as you guys know, we started this channel based on the whole question. Well, it was more so, why are games becoming so whack? That was our thought before we got jumped into the world of DEI, SBI, and all that stuff. Because before we got into that seriously and like be more aware of what's been going on, that's what we thought. We were like, why are games being released so trash now? What's going on? So as we read more into it, right? It became one of those things where we're more aware and our mental check marks where like if this is a good game or not has changed. And I agree with that. It went from, oh, this game looks good. Let's see what's up. Now it's like, okay, who worked on the game? Are they problematic? Are they trying to push something? It's like politics stuff in our games, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Synthetic cultural shift. Yes. We live in a clown world.
Oh yeah.
Joke's on you. I'm a clown.
Okay. All right. That's enough of you.
Dude, I just